Aujourd'hui, nous sommes ici pour célébrer le résultat de vos longues années de dur labeur et de dévouement. Kalindi. Today we are here to celebrate the result of long years of hard work and dedication. L'acceptation à Sarah Lawrence College est un témoignage de vos grandes réalisations dans les domaines académiques et dans les activités parascolaires. Vous devriez être très fiers de vous, nous le sommes. Acceptance to Sarah Lawrence College is a testament to your high achievements in both academics and extracurricular activities. You should be very proud of yourself. We are. Sarah Lawrence College est une excellente université pour les athlètes universitaires comme vous. C'est un endroit où vous allez réussir académiquement et continuer votre entraînement au basketball. Sarah Lawrence College is an excellent school for scholar athletes. It's a place where you will succeed academically and continue your fitness with basketball. J'ai une pensée émue pour notre coach de basketball, Coach Jones, à qui l'on doit beaucoup. I have an emotional thought for our basketball coach, dear Coach Jones, to whom we owe a lot. Vous avez été les pionniers du basketball féminin à Dallas International School et maintenant vous allez écrire une nouvelle histoire avec l'équipe féminine du basket à Sarah Lawrence College. You were the pioneers of girls basketball at DIS and now you will make new history with women's basketball team at Sarah Lawrence College. Merci d'être des étudiants exemplaires et nous le pensons vraiment. À DIS, vous avez servi d'excellents modèles à vos pairs. Thank you for being exemplary students while at DIS, and we really believe so. You have served as great model to your peers. Nous savons que vous continuerez à avoir un impact positif à SLC avec vos personnalités dynamiques et passionnées. We believe you will continue to have a positive impact at SLC with your dynamic and passionate personalities. Vous ferez toujours partie de Dallas International School et nous sommes impatients de vous revoir les prochaines années en tant qu'alumni pour découvrir vos aventures et votre développement personnel à SLC. You will always be part of DIS and we cannot wait to have you back next year as alumni to hear about your adventures and growth at LLC. Nous sommes fiers de vous et nous vous souhaitons le meilleur, Cali et Jeanne, dans la ville dynamique de New York. We are proud of you both and wish you the best, Cali and Jeanne, in the dynamic city of New York City. Merci à vous. Bravo.
So thank you all for coming this morning. It's a very exciting morning. I told myself I was not going to shed a tear because I remember, I'm telling you, I'm going off a couple points. I tried to discover the best stories that I had with both of you, and the first one I remember is Jeanne walking into summer camp a long time ago, and I remember very clearly, I had a conversation with Miss Freeland, and she was like, well, Jeanne's just very non-athletic, she doesn't want to do anything. And I just remember her in that futsal camp we had, and we're in the gym, and one day a boy kind of pushed her, and her reaction was awesome. I just saw her face go. And I saw this little spurt of energy come out, and she knocked down that boy, and I thought, Jeanne, that's good. We just got to kind of taper it down. I didn't see her in athletics again until high school, which I was very proud to see that, her to become part of the first basketball team. And like I said, I still remember you walking in that gym 8 years ago. So it was a very, very, very good moment for me. 7 years ago, I remember Callie walking into that first moment of IA basketball. It was when the school was making a big transition of do we want athletics? And we just hired Coach Jones, and it was just this big moment for the school. And we didn't have girls basketball, we only had boys. It was co-ed, the league was going to allow it. And there was a lot of these moments of ups and downs, and the best moment has just happened again when you reminded Coach Jones that you only got to play a minute that whole season. So it's a great reminder, and the photo is a testament of that year. So thank you both for being firsts. I know that a lot of people will talk about, how many games did they win? I don't care about that. What I did really enjoy was watching y'all every single day, working with Coach, knowing the struggles behind the scenes, making sure y'all were getting to those games. A couple didn't happen, but that's part of a growing program, and now you get to be a first at Sarah Lawrence. And there's no doubt in my mind, with your work rate, your academic achievements, putting those two things together, that you're going to blossom in Sarah Lawrence. And what I would like is you come back every once in a while and feed that same inspiration into some kids that may not think they're going to play sports. And you are two very fortunate young ladies, because the majority of the students here will never get to play sports again. And you two get to do that at another level. So kudos to you. Kudos to the families for all those hard times. And this is the culmination of all that. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
First and foremost, thank you. All right, there is nothing easy about being first, nothing at all. The way you both approached it, the way you both continuously showed up, no matter what I said, no matter what I did, and when I say, I constantly say, not hard enough. Every day, not hard enough. And you bought into it. You bought into it. And I got lots of stories. Lots. I'll just do two, one each. JT, a gentleman who was about 6'5", 210, decides that he's going to joust with JT. And JT was just smiling. Just smiling, and I'm looking at the ref, and I want something to happen. I was like, do something, don't let this continue. Next thing I know, JT's going after the guy. And it was very quickly, she was not smiling, this was dead serious, and I managed to get in between. And more or less, it was just to say, what was that you said? She was very cordial about it. And the gentleman had to apologize. This big guy, he's just apologizing up and down the line. I loved that. And I loved how she handled that situation. She made it very clear I'm the force on the floor, and I do appreciate it. Callie. On the sideline, a lot of things go on. Callie and I would have conversations that you would not believe. It's like, I don't want to do that. No, we need to do that. Well, why? And is that necessary? And I'm like, yes, to achieve what we want to do right now, you need to do that. And those arguments, and at the end, and this is a wonderful coaching relationship, at the end, she would go out there and do what I asked, but she would still get Callie in there somewhere. And that's not a simple task, not a simple task at all. And again, I thank you both, okay? I need to put that overcoat on and come up there and see you play next year. That is my goal. So someone will not have practice for a couple days. To the parents, wow. This doesn't happen without you. This does not happen without you, okay? You had to trust in this weird guy. That it really didn't come off as a coach. You had to believe that it was going to be okay. There were moments, parents would come in, and I'm gonna keep this short. Their parents would come in, but initially they would stay for a minute, and then all of a sudden it was like, drop them off and get out of there. And then I knew, it was gonna be okay, all right? Jennifer, thank you. You would have had to been there when this all came about to really get what was going on. We sat in there with Jennifer Kim, and oh my goodness, I had never heard recruiting done in such a way. Everything was laid out. Her concern for them went way beyond things that I had even thought about. So parents, believe me, everything was covered, all right? And last but not least, you are going to be with a coach, all right? I spent several hours with the gentleman, and Mr. Bradley Alexander definitely has a lot in store for both of them. You will do the work, and you know my number. You know my number. Those days will come. You will need that number. You may want to walk away, or you may be upset. Just dial me, okay? Please do that. Much love, much respect, and thank you.
So, like Coach Jesse was saying, I remember the first basketball practice we ever had when I was in 6th grade. And at that point, I honestly wasn't very athletic. I wasn't doing anything. I had done basketball in the past just for fun when I was younger. I did Mavs camps, things like that. it must have been like 90 degrees outside. We were at Churchill. We're on like this very kind of rudimentary basketball court down there. And Jones is like, okay, welcome to basketball. Run 10 sets of suicides. And so we're like, awesome. We ran them. Michael Tolman, who was on the team at the time, sits down. He's like, wow, I'm so tired. And Coach Jones goes, oh, you're tired enough to sit, huh? Run another 10. As Coach Jesse said, I only played a whole minute that season. I'm never letting that go. And honestly, after that season, I didn't do basketball for a very long time. I wonder why. But in 11th grade, when Coach Jesse and Coach Sergio came up to me and were like, oh, would you maybe be interested in having a girls' team? I know JT had been trying to convince me for a while to join back, and so is Aaliyah. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do it. Who's the coach gonna be? Coach Jesse goes, oh, well, I think we're keeping Jones around. I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm gonna have to deal with this guy again. I did it. I ended up liking it a lot. He kicked my butt, but in a good way. And this year has been amazing. And I've loved being captain of the team and watching the team grow, and being able to grow myself. I think, the progression from last year to this year has been insane for a lot of us. And I'm looking forward to coming back next year, maybe after the season's done, and kicking Coach Jones's butt in basketball. So that's all I have. Thank you, Coach Jones, for
You can do it tomorrow.
everything. Yeah. Thank you for everything that you've done for both of us, because we wouldn't be here without you, and we wouldn't be here without Miss Kim either. So
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the story too. I copied you. So one of the first basketball practices I went to, not the first one, it was when the team was mostly guys. It was at Churchill. Some of the boys tried to pass to me, and the ball hit me right in the face, and I got a bloody nose, and I cried in the bathroom about it for like 10 minutes. And then the most recent game that I played with the DIS team, I caught a rebound, and I fell and hit my head and got a concussion, but I never let go of the ball.
She did.
So I think that probably starting to play basketball was one of the best things that I ever did. It really helped me come out of my shell, be more confident, and I don't think I would be, the person I am today without it. And I owe a lot of that to Coach Jesse, because he was the one who motivated me to take that first step by kind of harassing me, being like, Jeanne, you're tall, go play basketball. And then I owe so much of it to Coach, because the more that I spend time with you and play with you, the more I realize that you're one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life. Sorry, I'm gonna get choked up. You've always, since the beginning, known my limits and kind of pushed me to go above and beyond. And I'm so grateful to you for that. And it means more to me than words can say. So I'm so excited to have even been offered this opportunity at Sarah Lawrence, and I think there's nobody better to coach us and kind of take it to the next level than Bradley Alexander. I'm so excited to see what the school has in store for us. So basically, thank all of you for just coming out and showing support, and it really means a lot to me. Thank you.
Time when you sign it. There you go.
that was the one look.
Just hold the pin still.
I
like
intend
you're
to
signing
participate
it.
in the sport of racquetball.
Callie, just hold it there and look up and
there you
smile.
go.
There
There
you
you
go.
No. Okay, I gotta actually sign this.
All right, Jeanne, your turn. Hold the pen there like you signed.
What's the date today? Can somebody get the date?
22nd.
It's the
23rd.
23rd. 23rd.
Oh yeah.
Is it month or date first in the American one? It's not. It is more. Take your time. I got it. I did it.
Hey, baby.